Now in first chapter only one theorem is there for you. Now before explaining that theorem, now I will explain you one term that we will use for proving the theorem. So first of all we'll take that term, I will explain you, so it will be easy. So I am taking here one of a line. For example, I am taking here the line AC. Somewhere here on a line I am taking a point O. From that point O, I am drawing one of a ray. For example, this is the ray OB. So, on the line AC, if I will take AOB, this is one angle. And similarly, this side also I am getting here one more angle, that is angle BOC. This angle, and both the angles are nothing but on the same line. That means whenever we will combine two angles, these two angles, it is nothing but a line. So whenever two angles are on a same line, or the combination of two angles are straight line, is nothing but a straight line. So whenever we will join these two angles AOB, BOC, we are getting a straight line. Then these two angles are called the angles in linear pair. It is called angles in linear pair. The first angle is nothing but angle AOB. The second angle is nothing but angle BOC. First angle is AOB and second angle is BOC. The measure of both the angle and the addition of it, that means the addition of the measure of these two angles is always 180 degree, because the angle on the straight line is 180 degree. So you have to remember the measure of the angle in the linear pair. These two angles are in a linear pair, so the addition of both the angle is nothing but 180 degree. It is called supplementary. So you have to remember this. We are going to use it for proving the theorem. So the measure or the sum of the two angles on a line are called, it is a linear pair, and the sum of two angles is equal to 180 degree. Whenever the two angles are making a straight line, it is called linear pair, and sum of their measures will be equal to 180 degree. So you have to remember this. Now here we are going to start theorem. It is very important. Only this one theorem is there in the first chapter. I have explained you most of the time. The statement of the theorem is written in the conditional form or the conditional statement, but the statement of this theorem is not given in conditional. So be careful. In the same statement, single statement is there. From that statement only we have to decide which statement is antecedent and it is for given, or which statement will be consequent, which we have to prove. So we will read the statement carefully. The opposite angles formed by. So we want here opposite angle. The main term we have to underline. The opposite angles formed by. We have to take opposite angle which are formed by two intersecting lines. That means now we have got the information about the figure, that in a figure we have to take two intersecting lines. So definitely till here is nothing but the statement for given. Two intersecting lines are given to us, are of equal measure, and we have to prove that this opposite angles are of equal measure. So the first statement, this statement is nothing but for given, and this second statement is nothing but for to prove. So like that you have to read the statement carefully, and you have to find out which information is given to us and which we want to prove. Like this you have to separate these two statements. So I think you have understood. Opposite angles we have to take by two intersecting lines. So the first step of writing the statement I have completed. Now the second step is of drawing the figure. So we will draw the figure. So here our given statement was two intersecting lines. So with this statement I have taken a figure two intersecting line. So it is not a complete figure. Now you can observe this figure. It is called a blank figure. Why it is called blank figure? Because the naming I have not taken. So without the naming, the figure is blank figure. So we have to give the naming to it. So I can give here the name to one line as line AB, and the name to another line is nothing but line CD. So like that I have given the name to both the line AB and CD. And what these two lines are doing each other? Exactly, they are intersecting each other here. So we can give the point O as a point of intersection of these two lines. Okay, so now our figure is completed. Now whatever we have taken in the figure, same thing we have to write in statement, and that will complete our third step of writing the theorem, that is given. Now what we have taken first of all in a figure? Two lines. Which two lines? Lines AB and line CD. What they are doing? They are intersecting each other. Where they are intersecting each other? At point O. So all these things we will combine in a statement. So we can write line AB and line CD are intersecting each other at the point O. Line AB and line CD are intersecting each other at the point O. So the statement which I am saying here, which I am telling you, is nothing but the description of the figure. The statement which I am repeating it now is nothing but the description of the figure, and the same statement will come for given. So again I will explain the statement. I will repeat the statement here. Line AB and line CD are intersecting each other at the point O. So this is nothing but given. So see here, I have taken the same statement. Line AB and line CD are intersecting each other at the point O. It is nothing but our third step of theorem completed, that is given. Now we will go for the fourth step, that is to prove. For to prove, again we will read the statement. See here, this statement, that is of equal measure. What are of equal measure? Is nothing but here opposite angle. We will read the statement carefully. The opposite angles, it is talking about opposite angle formed by two intersecting lines. Okay, the angle which are formed by two intersecting lines are of equal measure. We have to prove that these opposite angles are of equal measure. First of all, we will see what are the opposite angle here. If I will take one angle is angle AOC, this angle AO and C, this angle is exactly opposite to this angle, that is angle BOD. If you have started from here point A, you can start here point B. So angle AOC and angle BOD, these two angles are opposite angle, and we have to prove that these opposite angles are of equal measure. Okay, now other pair of opposite angle is also there. If we will see this angle BOC, this angle BOC, this angle is exactly opposite of this angle. If I have started from B, here I can start from A, that is angle AOD. So this only we have to prove that angle AOC and angle BOD, these two are equal, and angle BOC and angle AOD, these two are equal. This we want to prove. So we will write two things we have to prove, because the two pair of opposite angle. So the first pair we will write here first. First is AOC, this angle. So measure angle AOC, and the opposite angle is BOD. So we will take here measure angle BOD, and we have to prove that they are equal. So we have to prove that these two opposite angles are having equal measure. This we want to prove. Now again here another opposite angle is also there. So we will take this one. first angle BOC. So the second is nothing but major angle BOC, and its opposite angle is this one, that is angle AOD, this angle. So we will take major angle AOD, and these two are also we have to prove equal. Now here the two pairs of opposite angle is given to us and we have to prove. So no need to prove both the pairs. Any one of it we will prove, and for the second one we will write similarly we can prove that. So here the first step statement, second step figure, third step given, fourth step to prove, fifth step construction is not there for this theorem. I have explained you that construction is not necessary that it will be there in each of the theorem. So in this theorem construction is not there. So directly we will go for our last step, that is proof. So we will only prove the first one, and for second one we will write similarly. Now we'll start our proof. It is very important, so you have to listen it carefully. See here what we will do. We will take here first our two proof, this one. Here we want first angle AOC. So we will start our solution with AOC only. So I will take the first angle is angle AOC. This angle AOC. This angle AOC. This angle if I am taking. Now this angle AOC and angle BOC, these two angles are nothing but adjacent angle, neighboring angle, and if you will observe it carefully, these two angles are on a line AB. I have explained you earlier only, when the two angles are on a same line, they are making a straight line. That means these two angles are nothing but linear pair. So addition of these two angles is nothing but 180 degree. So it is linear pair. So we can take first angle AOC and second angle BOC. These two angles are linear pair. Therefore addition of measure of these two angle will be 180 degree. So first angle I will take AOC. So I will take here major angle AOC plus next angle is angle BOC. So I will take major angle BOC is equal to 180 degree, and the reason we have to write in bracket. So the reason I will write linear pair, and I can give it as equation number 1. Okay, so like that we have completed the first line, that is major angle AOC plus major angle BOC is equal to 180 degree because they are in linear pair, and I have given it as a equation number 1. Now we'll see what we'll take next. Here BOC, our equation is ended at BOC. So second equation I will start from BOC only. So this is angle BOC, this angle, and its neighbor angle is nothing but BOD, this angle. Again these two angle BOC and BOD, these two angles are also making linear pair. Both are on the line CD. This is line CD. I will take in separate, so it will be easy to understand. Here point C, here point D, and here point A. So COB, somewhere here B is there. So angle COB and angle BOD, these two angles. So first angle is angle BOC, second angle is angle BOD. Both are on a straight line, that is CD. So again these two angles are in a linear pair. So the addition of these two angle will also 180 degree. So this only we will write. First angle is BOC, second angle is BOD. So I will take here major angle BOC plus major angle BOD is also equal to 180 degree Because of same reason I will write that is linear pair, and I will give it as equation number 2. Now whenever we are writing any of the equation, now listen carefully, whenever we are writing any of the equation means equal to sign will be in middle. Something is in the left hand side and something is in a right side. So the term which are at the left side is called left hand side, and the term which are on the right side is called right hand side. So this is the left side and this is the right side. Whenever we'll compare these two equations, you can see that both the equation is having right side equal, that is 180 degree. So any of the equation, if it is having the right side equal, that means its left side will also become equal. I will show you in separate, so it will be easy to understand. See, for example, the value of A, for example, the value of A is equal to 3 and the value of B is also equal to 3. So 3 is equal, that means we can say A will be equal to B. That means if the right hand side is equal, we can equate their left hand side also. So right side equal means left hand side will also equal. So this way we will compare this equation. So their right hand sides are equal, so we can write their left hand side will also equal. So we can write here from equation 1 and 2. What is the left hand side of equation 1? This one. From here till here, this is the left hand side. So major angle AOC plus major angle BOC. Now what is the left hand side of equation 2? This one. So major angle BOC plus major angle BOD. These two are nothing but both are left hand side of these two equation 1 and 2. Right side equal, so left side will also equal. So we have got that these two are equal. Now observe this both the side carefully. If you will observe it carefully, you can see that BOC and BOC both are common on both the side and with the same sign. Here the plus sign, here also plus sign. So whenever the same term on both the side or other side with the same sign, then these two terms we can cancel. So we can cancel BOC. So what will remain here? That is major angle AOC, and here remember here remaining is major angle BOD, and middle sign is equal. So we have got that angle AOC and angle BOD are equal. Now see our two proof. Our two proof is this one only. First two proof, that angle AOC and angle BOD are equal. This only we want to prove. So first one, AOC and BOD. See here we have got the same thing, AOC and BOD. That means the first two proof we have completed, and for second we will write similarly. So we will write here similarly we can prove that. Second step we will copy. What is our second step? Angle BOC and angle AOD. So I will write here major angle BOC is equal to major angle AOD. This way we will complete our proof, and at the last, whenever all the steps are completed and we got whatever we want to prove, we have got here. So at last we will write hence proof. That means we have proved the statement of the theorem. Our theorem is proved. So this way I have completed your first theorem of the geometry. Hope you have understood it.